Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now we'll throw here. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mills. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mills now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Huntley's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready, set. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
All things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Huntley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. A first down throw for Mills. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers on the return, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 19 tight! 19 tight!
Huntley to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice first down pickup there by Alec Pierce. If you want to talk about underrated athletes from the 2022 draft, you must include his name. Excellent size, runs a 4.40 and can jump out of the building. You want to add some toughness in there? He played linebacker for a while at the University of Cincinnati. He fits what Indianapolis is looking for to a T.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They try again with Cohen. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. $35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the save. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll end up crediting him with a save, and it brings up third down.
With this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. To Palmer on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. To throw, Huntley.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 42.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Final play of the half, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throw on second. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off-play action. Huntley. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
123 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Huntley's throw caught by Pierce.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being told.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking for Pearson, he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They go play action. Mills swings this out here for Cohen.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Over the middle, complete. That's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Mills to throw it.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now Mills.
The screen pass here to Cohen. Touchdown, Texans. Tariq Cohen, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming up. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though. It'll be 3rd down right at the length of the football. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum.
Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own ends. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go, here we go.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
DeForest Buckner in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. After the sack on first down,
Mills, he'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On play action, Mills. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks.
And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Throwing, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Mills. He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
My goodness, 232 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And down he'll go at the 25.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, Dorsett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division